Why did God let you go through that season? Not a rhetorical question, a real one. Because if you've ever lost something you prayed for and felt nothing but silence from heaven, you deserve a real answer. I've been there, and I'm going to tell you exactly what happened to me, my full personal story, right before the third reason in this video, something I've never shared publicly. Stay with me. Most people are too scared to say this out loud. If God loves me, why did he let this happen? And I want you to know that question is not a sign of weak faith. David asked it, Job asked it, Mary and Martha asked it, standing right in front of Jesus at the tomb of their brother. Lord, if you had been here, he would not have died. That's not doubt, that's honesty, and God can handle your honesty. The dangerous place isn't asking the question, it's going silent, taking your hurt and walking away without ever bringing it to him. So if that question has been sitting in your chest, good, bring it. Now, here are 3 reasons God allows painful seasons, and I promise you, none of them are what you're expecting. No bumper stickers, no everything happens for a reason, real answers. Let's go. The first reason God may have allowed that season, he was building something in you that cannot be built any other way. Think about a tree in drought. Normal weather, the roots stay shallow. Everything they need is right at the surface. But when the water disappears, the roots go down, through hard soil, through rock, searching. And by the time the drought is over, that tree has a root system that easy seasons never would have produced. That's Romans 5. Suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance produces character. Character produces hope. Paul isn't saying suffering is good. He's saying what comes out of it has weight, has depth, has the kind of substance that can hold you and hold others up. Here's the question I want you to sit with. What is something you carry now, a quality, a compassion, a strength that you did not have before that season? For me, I stopped being a fixer. Before I went through real loss, I handed people scriptures and moved on. After, I learned how to just be there, sit in the silence, not rush it. I've used that almost every week since. God wasn't punishing me. He was equipping me for rooms I didn't even know I'd be in yet. He may be doing the exact same thing with you right now. The second reason is harder to hear. Sometimes God allows a painful season because something had to be removed, not as punishment, not because he's angry, but because he loves you too much to let you keep building your life on something that was quietly destroying you. Think about the disciples after the crucifixion. Everything they had built their identity around, gone. The version of the future they had imagined, gone. Friday and Saturday must have been the darkest days of their lives, but Sunday came, and what came with it wasn't a better version of the old thing. It was something entirely new. Here's the question. Was what you lost actually good for you? Or were you holding on to something, trusting something more than you were trusting God? I know that's a hard question, and I'm not saying every loss is correction. But sometimes, if you're honest, you already know the answer. And here's the piece I'll add, because it connects directly to what I'm about to share with you. Sometimes God removes things not because they looked bad, but because they were never what they appeared to be. The foundation looked solid, but it was rotten underneath, and the only way to find out was for it to collapse. I'll show you exactly what I mean right now. The clearing isn't punishment, it's preparation. Okay, I promised you at the beginning I would tell you what happened to me. Here it is. What I lost was my partner, and the way I lost her wasn't a slow drift, wasn't a falling out. I found out she had been cheating on me with my best friend. Both of them at the same time, the 2 people I trusted most in the world. And it didn't end there. It ended up in court. I'm talking about complete collapse. The relationship, the friendship, my sense of safety, my ability to trust my own judgment, all of it gone at once. I was devastated, humiliated, And yes, I was angry at God. Why did you let me love someone like that? Why didn't you warn me? Why did it have to go this far? But here's what happened as I got distance from it. I started seeing things I couldn't see when I was inside it. The manipulation, the way I had been slowly made to feel like I was always the problem, the version of myself that had been shrinking, quietly, to accommodate someone else's control. The gaslighting I had normalized because I'd been in it so long I thought that was just what love felt like. And when it was finally gone, I could breathe. Not immediately, not easily. But there was this moment, on the other side of the pain, where I realized I feel free, genuinely deeply free, in a way I didn't even know I was missing. God didn't send the betrayal, but he used it. He used it to pull me out of something that was quietly erasing me. Now, here's the third reason, and it's the one that surprised me most. 2 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 4. He comforts us in our troubles, so that we can comfort others with the same comfort we ourselves received. That phrase, so that, it's intentional. There's transfer built into the pain. Right now, someone watching this is in the middle of exactly what I just described. Betrayed by a partner, maybe by a friend, sitting in shame and confusion, wondering if God even sees them. They don't need a theology degree. They don't need someone who read about betrayal in a book. They need someone who can say, I was in that exact room. I know how dark it is, and I can tell you there is a way out, and you are going to be okay. You cannot manufacture that. You can only carry it because you went through it. Your deepest wound may become your most powerful ministry. Not because pain is glamorous, not because you have to perform it publicly, but because God wastes nothing. The things he walked you through, he intends to walk through you into someone else's life. That person is already on their way, and they're going to need exactly what you now carry. So here's where I want to land. If you're in the middle of it right now, I'm not asking you to feel grateful for the pain. That's not what this is. I'm just asking you not to close off. Don't let this season make you someone who decides God can't be trusted. Bring your anger, bring your confusion, bring all of it to him, because he's big enough to hold it, and he already knows it's there. And if you're on the other side, if you can look back now and start to see what he was doing, say it, tell someone, write it down, because your testimony is somebody else's roadmap. The bare tree with one new leaf, that leaf is not decoration. That leaf is evidence, evidence that winter didn't win, that something survived. That growth is still happening, even when it barely looks like anything yet. You are not finished. The season did not define you, it developed you. If this video found you in a hard season, drop the word leaf in the comments. Just that word. So you're not invisible, so you know someone sees you. And if you're on the other side and you can see what God was doing, share one sentence, because someone is going to scroll through those comments today and need it more than you know. Subscribe if this kind of conversation is what you're looking for. New video every week. Real talk, no fluff. I'll see you in the next one. Keep going. The season is not the end of the story.